And start a little early.
Yep, we hit the live button before it was even 6. That's our new thing, to try and be early, if not on time. Wish us luck, right? I know. Show your little toothy. Show your one tooth. Do you see yourself? Oh, happy Friday, everybody. How are you? How's everybody doing out there? I'm going to put this on over here so that I can see and maybe make some comments. It's live. Hi, honey. How are you? Anna's in the house. Auntie Anna's in the house. She is. How's everybody doing? How are you feeling? Happy okay. Happy last Friday of September, because the 1st is next Friday. Happy fall. Now we had the autumnal equinox on Wednesday. We did. It was really fun. I totally dug the fact that it was equal parts day and night. Now we're on the downward spiral. Ooh, Emma's here. Hi, buddy. How are you? Nice to see you. Hey, Juan, good to see you too. Yes, you made it through the week. Ooh, Auntie Janine is here. Say hi. Nanette, you love her. What happened? Rough week with a new client. Want to fire them after day 1. Babe, and listen, you are no one to be trifled with. What is happening here? It is doggy auntie. Yes, it is. Yay. I was so happy to see that you went on your trip, Evan, and got to see all these different people. He was telling me, he's over in England, that he went to a conference that not only had, it was all masked and vaxxed and everything, but then people, you could on your identification say obviously your pronouns, and then also how you liked to greet people, whether that was a handshake or remote, social distance, a hug. I thought that was really cool. Like that you could say specifically on your actual little name tag. So I think we need to start doing that more often. Like, not just during the pandemic. Some people don't want to like handshake. I know I'm getting out of the habit of it. It's kind of nasty. I used to pride myself, especially being a woman, and a woman who grew up in the 80s, 70s, and 80s. Well, born in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, especially 90s for business, like having that super firm handshake. I'm over that. Tell me something good. Bow, bow. Mm. Tell me how your week was. Oh, nothing specific. I really don't have a specific. Uh, yes. Drew. Drew is here. Drew, will you post the link to our podcast that dropped this week? The subtitle of it is "The Amygdala is an Asshole." So as you guys heard me go on and on and on about on and on and on and on, was Drew's new book, which is out. It is 7% slower, and it gets on my last nerve. I was just talking to my friend Holly Claire, who is my favorite person of this week, and was saying how much that has infiltrated my mindset is the idea of 7% slower. So there you go. Pop that link in there. So that is my latest podcast. I just hit a year. Yeah, pulling that shit off. Man, 41 episodes in a year's time span out of 52 weeks is not bad, considering how much it can take out of you to come up with stuff to talk about. Not necessarily me. I can always find shit to talk about, but then to also make sure that that I'm, vetting the guests that are on and making sure it's a topic that is really going to add some value to people. What's up, Randy? How are you, my friend? Good to see you. My Monday and Friday greeter. I know what day of the week it is in the beginning and the end when I get a text from Randy that says happy Monday or happy Friday. Sorry, Gidget's moving the camera. Also know that with Drew, we can send each other a link every Friday to, oh, Drew, will you post that? It's Flat Fuck Friday. Yeah, there's literally something called Flat Fuck Friday. It's all about alligators. I only know about it because of John Oliver. He did a thing on it. All right, here we go. Favorite person of the week. Yeah, I'm going to do favorite person, place, or thing of the week. Thing of the week that's my favorite is Ted Lasso. I'm obsessed. I have been for a while, but if you haven't watched it, I got to tell you, it is It is the shiznit. I have not met many people. I'm sure I'll probably jog some folks who don't like it, but it is seriously one of the most charming and heartwarming shows I've seen in a long time. That is outstanding. I thought so too. Oh wait, here we go. Red is nope, yellow maybe, green hugs are game. I like it. I am I am a hugger. I will say that, but I things have changed up. You know what I really really like about social distancing is I have never liked it when I'm in the grocery store or any kind of line when somebody's like skirt. Mm-mm-mm. No, I just thought that was fantastic that the social distancing is like, no, 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 let me finish my transaction. You stay your ass back there, stay behind your little plastic divider, either where the groceries are. Oof, I guess I have issues, huh? Jeff Bond's in the house. Yes, thank you, my friend. I was really excited about that. You guys go follow inspect.com. That is the company that Jeff started. He's so super busy with inspections right now. We don't even need to push that. But inspect.com is the shiznit. Emin says, I was just upset that the options were please maintain distance, elbow bumps only, and handshakes are fine. I genuinely ask him, where's my no tongues option, right? I mean, seriously, we need to have all the options. Yes, 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 yes. Lizard brain. I learned a lot from doing that podcast with Drew. I mean, about the amygdala, the limbic system, which I spelled wrong initially. Son of a bitch. Made me mad. But yeah, it is a very interesting concept. So Drew did a live stream, I think every day for I think 5 days. So intentional walking, breathing, listening, what chewing, teeth brushing, hair brushing, which I told Drew that I actually changed out my hair brushing with bon qui brushing. That was his choice. He said, "Can you please make a brush bon qui for a minute option?" I said, "Sure, I can work with you on that." Yeah, I'm assuming that is the Flat Fuck Friday. Yo, it's 38 seconds of the most catchy song ever, and then you have to watch the crocodiles. I literally don't know how it got started, but I learned about it from John Oliver. All right, we got a lot of comments coming in. I'm digging this. You have not caught that, but Sex Education Series 3. Oh, good. I adore that show. And I love Gillian Anderson in that. I know she's in The Queen as well, but she's brilliant in that. So thank you for that recommendation too. I do like having my personal space. I'm close and then far away. Come here, get away. Come here, get away. That's me, right? Depends on the mood. Yeah, hold your fucking horses. Hello, right? Oh, all my favorites are here. Ooh, hi, Sky is here. Babe, still got your picture in the background. That and my Bill Reed. I need to get some more artwork up. I really do. Yeah, all my Google Plus people are chatting with each other. Anna, I guess a pet peeve for grocery shopping used to be when the next person starts their transaction and I'm stuffing my cash somewhere. Such a stressor. I saw a tweet this week that said things that are super uncomfortable. Trying to, yeah, to put your change in your cash when somebody else is like coming up in the grocery store. Another thing is when somebody holds the door open for you and you're kind of far away. And so you're like doing that really fast jog, which I just saw on Ted Lasso, a little scene where he held the door open and he's like, "Ooh, that was awkward." It's such a stressor. Oh, India's here. Hi, babe. Hey, will you post a link to your mom's show? As you guys know, India and her mom has a store called Margot and Max. Amazing consignment shop. I got this dress. This is a full dress. You should see me. I'm still wearing my workout leggings underneath here. Charlie had to see that show. And this I got at a consignment shop, and that is what Margot Max has now. They are not open for in-person shopping, but she does the shows on Friday where dresses are on the mannequins. You know exactly what size it is. Anna was over there last week. She was. Jeff says, I slow that shit down by dropping a few coins and asking the person to please back up. There you go. See, we need to do that more often. And just say it like, please back up, right? Just saying, instead of the please stand up, please back up, right? Mm. Yeah, India knows extroverted, introvert, the ambivert. Absolutely, man. I have really, really embraced that. I don't know about you. How's my lips doing? I put a couple colors on today. I put Heather's Sexiest Beauty. Today I have Eat Cake, and then I also put a little bit of lip gloss on top of it. That's me today. Let's see. During the pandemic, this is gonna be good. And lockdown stuff, I switched to doing a lot of online shopping, grocery shopping with home delivery, and love the hassle-free experience. You know what? My friend just did that with Amazon, just the actual grocery shopping, and I think they have some of the Whole Foods brands in it. Showed up in paper bags. I got to tell you, I might go back to that. I'm with you on that. Thank you. Your mom, Randy, thank you for that, darling. I appreciate it. Heidi or Holly and I did a live stream before. We did a Zoom, and anybody. Well, Drew knows. He talked to me the other day, and it was like, I'm sorry. I just put a filter on when I'm talking to him because it's so bad. Oh, good. Yes, please post a link. She's not live yet. Yeah, she's doing every Friday. She does that, Anna. So head on over when we're done here. Love being an ambivert. I do too. Once I realized that I was an ambivert. I only had a little bit of my drink. It was a game changer because then I could realize what drained me and what lit me up, and then also not feel badly when I was drained. One thing that drained me a lot before the pandemic is if we went to events where it was super, super loud and I couldn't project my voice, and then I also couldn't hear people. That would really bug me. I'm gonna put some powder on my chin. Hold on. Now I just made it red. Look at me. I'm a floof right for you. Floof for you. Yay, yay, yay. Right. Oh, thank you, Lovey. I am the eat cake. Telling you. So Heather has some new fall colors out. Use the code MIA20 at the Sexiest Beauty. Boop, 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 boop. And you get 20% off. I mean, talk about small business, women doing it right. Heather was one of my guests on this the shit we don't talk about podcast. So check that out too, because we talked a lot about the terms anti-aging, what's wrong with the industry in general, in the makeup and cosmetic industry. My friend Rob is here. Hi, friend. Yes, Rob and I went to high school together. He was one of my very first interviews back in the day, like, gosh, probably 10 years ago when I started doing shows on Google Plus and live stream. And then he was also on the Shit We Don't Talk About podcast. Rob, will you post a link to your book, please? And I did update your podcast with the link to your book as well. So if you want to share that out, just know that it has your book information because your book was not out yet. Oh man, it is such a cool concept. And I don't have your book on my table here, and I love how you're doing the live photos a lot too. He delves a lot back into his family history, going way, way, way back, and then also tells the story of his family. It's fictionalized, but it's still the how the characters in his family evolved. It's very, very cool. Love it. Anna's hubby is an ambivert. Yeah, India did a great job last week. I'm so glad you were there. Social media Drew, Michelle. Oh, yeah, that's social media Drew. That's right. Janine was in Michelle's very first episode of the Boob Report podcast. Everybody's here. Jeff, I'm fancy. I have my own discount code. You know it. We are doing it for themselves. Yes, sisters. E-cake is such a great color. I don't think she's retiring that, but she does have four new colors. Four new in the um in the matte sheen S proof, the liquid lipstick, and then four new in the regular lipstick. Yep. Look at Drew. Yep, podcast producer Drew. And yes, you edited Michelle's podcast. Yes. And then Drew has his own podcast called The Anxious Truth. He has three books that are out. The third one is The 7% Slower. And then he has Helix Interactive. He's kind of busy. I said about Drew the other day, he proves that men can multitask. No uterus needed, at least not with him. Yay. I feel funny tonight. Thanks, babe. I got some sleep, which is really nice. Oh, thank you. Yes, please go check out Rob's book. It's amazing. And again, such a unique perspective of knowing all the characters of his family going way, way back, including old white men that were in his family as well, and telling all of the different characters and their perspective in the South as well as coming up to the North. We grew up in Illinois. So, yeah, it's really, really good. Oh, thank you. Thank you. There you go. Look at that. Now we can all email Janine, just so you know. We can crank phone call her. Men can multitask. They want to, if they want, they have to want to. Yes, they can. You busted, man. Anna just called you out on the real thing. Oh, good. I'm glad I'm giving you the energy. I felt it this week. So the full moon was on Sunday. So man, that was some good energy as well. And then the Emmys was on Sunday night. I'm still getting over that. I'm still a little chapped and butthurt about some of the wins and the losses, mainly the fact that not one person of color won a major category in any of the acting. I'm still not feeling good about it. Everyone spam Janine. Yes. We're kidding, not kidding. Yes, and India does tarot and intuitive readings on Detroit Hippie Chick. Yes, please go check it out. Could you please, everybody, post your links here? What do you want to promote? What do you like? Who you digging? Who's your person of the week? Person, place, or thing. My place of the week is Colorado because it's a little bit of a late turn of the leaves. In fact, my tree, as Charlie said this week, that one limb though, the tree outside the window, all green, and then one little like whole branch sprout that's just red. It's very confusing. This time last year, I think all the leaves were gone. Yep, Ammon says. Makeup wise, I'm still considering getting some fat rabbit tattoos on my head. So from a distance, it will look like thick hairs. But please do and send me photos. Woo! Yes, yes, yes. See, you're my person of the week. There's Holly. We had a really great chat today, just life giving. She was on watching the Emmys with me last week. So I did say, I just set up this meeting so we could talk about the Emmys. And patriarchy in the church. We had a moment about that. Holly said today, we were talking about somebody that was in a church and was saying something that was just, oh gosh, I'm trying to think of the right way to say it, but saying something that just did not agree with her. And she said, "That's not my God," which I love. That's what I say too. My God would not act that way towards someone. They were trying to be very authoritative over some decisions she made for her family. And she said, "I will not allow you to speak that over my family." Now, how empowering is that? And sorry, Holly, if I'm sharing your business, but when I talk with people, I take notes. And I love that. I will not allow you to speak that over my family. I want to empower everybody to say that in the event of someone making a decision or trying to impart their will upon you and what works for you. How you like me now? Mm-hmm. Oh, good. Yes, there's the link. Okay, good. The moms is live. Yes, thick bunnies. I love that. Oh, Sky, thank you. You guys, as you know, I think I'm gonna just change this. Hold on, watch this. See how much I love this artwork. You know what I love too, Sky, is that it goes around all the way to the side. So I can actually have something over to the side of it as well. Yes, Anna is digging that too. Isn't that powerful? I was totally digging that. I was loving it. All right. So let's see what else you got. Oh, thank you for putting, yes, India put that in there. All right. So tell me how your week was. And would you like to do some bong breathing? Would you like to do some bong breathing? See Woods. We want to hear everybody whose week was. Did you have a good one? I said on Tuesday on a friend's post, I said, oh my God, this week is acting up and it's only Tuesday. And I can't remember what it was referencing to, but I did feel like at the beginning of the week too, it had a lot of shaboom. I think it was probably regarding what was going on with the girl that was missing. And then also the fact that the police were not picking up on the cues that she was in an abusive relationship. And then I also have to say, I'm happy that people are speaking up to say we need to pay attention to all missing folks, not just pretty white girls. I said it. I said it. I know. You may not agree with it, but I want there to be as much coverage for any, thank you, darling, for anyone besides white people when they go missing. And there you have it. All right, major work project has drained you. Oh, honey, I'm sorry. You know what? I think a lot of people are going through that this week. Obviously, Janine had that too and was feeling feeling the burn from the work thing. My goodness. I got to get it like a big smudge stick. Have you ever seen those memes where the person, woo, excuse me, ma'am, where the person is holding the giant, like three people are holding the giant 6-foot sage smudge stick? I think we may need that. Yes, yes, yes. Weed is delivered in cute paper bags here, allegedly. I like that. That is good news. Is that you telling me something good? Because I like that. This week was a month long. Hold on. Yes, it was. And oh, there it is. Yes, yes, yes. And so we are in the shadow period. It's coming up too. Yes, Mercury in retrograde. Yeah, it's busy. It's going to be a busy um Q4, 4Q, however you want to say it. I think it starts next Friday because that'll be October 1st. A gigantic smudge stick. And you're going to need that for the move, aren't you? Mm-hmm. Sweets, queer, trans, and BIPOC missing people go missing all the time. Absolutely. And then you look at Indigenous people, they're like, really? Because we've had a movement about that in Canada for a long time and nobody's paying attention. So thank you for saying that as well. We had a couple more comments up here. Yes, I'm glad you liked that. I will not allow you to speak that over my family. You know, and you can say that for yourself. I will not allow that to speak over my family, to speak over anyone. Oh, look at Drew. Look at Did Drew putting that out there. Anybody want a 15-minute Zoom call with Drew? I mean, if anything, because it's wildly entertaining. He truly is. Thank you. All right. So, a huge smudge stick. Ammon says the other is a really nice guy who had an issue of hiring a friend, then that friend taking huge advantage and doing bad work. Ooh, what was the first one? Oh, sorry, I jumped ahead. My week has been busy, but good, supporting a couple of great people that you mentor. Thank you for mentoring, by the way. And I saw somebody mention today that we should have mentors who are younger and older and younger than us. Think about that, right? Like, why can't younger people mentor us biddies and older folks? I love that. One has been smashing a big presentation of the results of a survey, which was more work than she'd expected, but she smashed it. Oh, nice, friend. Nice. And then the other, now I got it, is a really nice guy who had the issue of hiring a friend and that friend taking huge advantage and doing bad work. Boy, that sounds familiar. Drew, did we not talk about this today? I'm not saying that was Drew. Drew and I were talking about that today. There is a really big deal, and actually, Holly and I were speaking about it as well. I talk about it all the time of recommending people who you connect together. It's a huge deal. And that is part of the interworkings of anybody's network and their relationships of how they manage it, how they set the expectations, who they introduce. And so, Ammon, that's a huge thing, hiring a friend and that friend taking a huge advantage and doing bad work. I mean, and we have to speak up, hold a feet to the fire, break that relationship cycle if you need to. It's not easy. It sounds like it, and we're all talking a big game until we actually have to do it. Mm-hmm. By the way, Drew thinks that Biddies is funny. I think Biddies is funny too. Look at that Biddy. Okay, India, have fun with your moms. You are looking for a mentor. All right, darling, let's talk about that too. You have so much to offer as well, so you could be mentor mentee. I'm just saying, right? Jeff says totally. In good news, you started a new job learning opportunity with a friend who's good at biz. Nice. Oh my gosh. See, we are so well connected. We all sign up for a bunch of seminars and workshops and self-help books. Drew's is really good, by the way. It's not self-help. But we have the capacity within our own network. If we just take a look outside, there's so many people that have so much good information. However, as I was ranting with Holly today about it, giving away free time for people who, and actually with Drew yesterday, giving away your free time for people who are either going to take advantage of it, not hear it, but then do the same shit and then ask you about it in 3 months. That's super annoying. Who's had that happen? Oh, Gidget snorting. I guess that's a yes. That's a yes. Did you have that happen too? Was it mama? Are you telling him mama and papa? But yeah, y'all, we've all had it where you'll give the advice and then that's the toughest thing. And then you have to break that cycle as well of saying, you know what? We've talked about this. I don't see it really helping, and pulling back that energy, taking back that energy. Heard this really good what was it, a live stream, something on YouTube, and it was about taking back that energy. So you can literally just say, I'm going to pull back the energy, even if you're getting rid of something, getting done with something. I'm getting woo. Drew, I'm getting woo. You know how the woo, you see the woo in me. you can actually take that energy back and say, okay, that's done. I'm not going to feel badly about it, but I'm not going to put any more energy out into that. That's right. Dr. Mark is here. Bong breathing with the balls, baby. Absolutely. Yes, 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 yes. Let's see what else. Anna says, I built myself a link tree, updated your LinkedIn, made your Pinterest a biz account. Look at you. Man, I got to get back on Pinterest again. Good for you on updating the LinkedIn account. Yes, actually, this week I updated all of my podcasts. I put a little how to become a patron on the button. Closed mouths get nothing. Closed mouths get no colonoscopies. That was what I said on my podcast. Sorry. So funny. But, updating and making it easy for people to either give to you, to follow you, to figure out what you're doing. So awesome. I love Pinterest. I have not caught up on it. Could everybody put their Pinterest links in here? That would be really neat. Yes, we trade energy. That's right. And woo woo. That's right. You love it. Let's see. Come on back up here again. But yeah, you love that. Let's see. Ammon says working with or for friends is something to consider hard. Yes. You never want to disappoint a friend and you don't want to risk relationships, friend and client at once. So be ultra clear on communication and expectations. Boom, boom, boom. Reading that, you would think, oh my gosh, that's just normal. We would know that. But honestly, we do skip through a lot of things and kind of like get past a lot of the formalities when it's a friend. And it's not a bad thing at all to just be very specific, especially as India mentioned earlier, it's getting ready to be on the Mercury in retrograde time. Not a bad thing, but just know that being very specific about communication, request, saying what you mean what you say, it's really big. And it is. And I agree. I think we want to work with friends. We want to recommend that friends collaborate with them, but be very, very clear about it. Yay. Community is so encouraging. Getting your brain wrapped around risk. Amen. This phrase right here, we trade energy. Absolutely. Yay. I'd always cheer for you, honey. Yep. And those that are late do not get a fruit cup. I love that. You learn that boundaries are very hard in the workplace. God, girl, I agree. And honestly, boundaries are just hard in general. They're so tricky. We can be so specific and be like, I got this down, I got it. And then something will sneak in. I really try. I'm trying to think where I have a hard time with. Sometimes even like out in public of being polite to people, and then somebody just comes in and like doesn't, open the door or cuts in line. I'm pretty good about saying something, but sometimes it's also can be, there's times when things are intimidating. And actually, sometimes I'm better with strangers and boundaries. And then with friends, I have a harder time. I have a harder time also coming back and saying, I've changed my mind. I think I want this and this. Does that make sense? Did Drew. I'll see you later. Thanks for popping in, friend. And thank you for putting in the links to everything. Can't believe we had an hour and a half chat the other day. That was awesome. Ooh, it's warm in here. I'm having a little hot flash. I'm actually not because I have my bioidentical hormone replacement therapy from Pelicom, but it is warm in here. Yes, but I agree. Back on that. Boundaries are sneaky. Again, sometimes they're easier and then you'll hit like a little pocket. Like when you're swimming and you hit that little warm pocket. Not good. Oh, good. I think you grabbed it. Biggest temptation is to alter. Ooh, you are on fire as always when you show up. The biggest temptation is to alter a discount for friends and then end up feeling underpaid. Never do that. Decide up front if this is business or do it for free. Ooh, thank you for that. That one is really, really true. And so, oh my goodness. So once you set the boundary, it gets easier and easier, but it is hard to unring that bell if you've done the discount and then you're like, oh my gosh, I gave away so much. Tom Rossi's in the house. Hi, honey. How are you? How'd your appointment go? Yes. Okay. So smart, still learning. Me too. All right. Perfect. Yeah. Put all your links in here. Who else is on Pinterest? Are ya? It's good. I mean, Pinterest is like, woof. I mean, I think it's so much fun to set those little boards up, set all your little links. I need to do more for my podcast. All right. So it's 6:29. I haven't even done a bong breathing and I have not done cards for you. So let's pull the cards out. Hold, please. Sweet ass affirmations. These are the sweet ass affirmators too. Motivation for your creative maniac mind. Who wants one? Ooh, that made me burp. Yay. I will pull individual cards tonight. I promise. Woo, I am heated up. My goodness. All right. You're good. Yeah, lots to talk about. Okay, good, honey. I hope everything's okay. All right, let's bong breathe. This is different than intentional breathing. Just in it, or this kind of breathing. Left brain, right brain. We're not doing that. Okay, ready? Take a deep breath in. Oh, okay. Let it out. Yay. Oh my gosh. Let me get my menopause fan out. Man, I think it's the energy in here. Y'all are giving me some good energy. All right, one more. Breathe it in. Hold it in. Wow, woosah, woosah. Okay. All right, who wants a card? I'm going to pull one for the group, and then I will do a couple individual cards. All right, here's the first one. It was at the very bottom. I am rooted to the tree of universal superpowers. Nice. Again, go and follow these guys. It's Rage Create that does these cards, and I love, love, love them, love them. And I had Heath on the show a couple weeks ago, and I really liked it. You're about to do get a little drive-by. Thank you. I can't wait to celebrate your birthday with you at the end of October. Is it 6-0 you said? And we're doing sushi. All right. Anna's first, and then Sky, our first one. This is our group one. Look at that. I like the little helix, the little DNA helix. Whoops, no, it's this one. Okay, every creature on this planet is power packed with its own magic. The chameleon, I say that right, can see 360 degrees around its own body. Oh, I have read this one before. The Turiptosis jellyfish, remember? Because I couldn't say Turiptosis, I can now. The jellyfish reverts to juvenile form after mating, creating an immortal body cycle. The dung beetle, you know how much I love it, he can pull 1,000 times its body weight. Shaggy ink cap mushrooms can push their way through asphalt. You are the master creator, capable of doing and being anything you wish using the magic gifted to you by the universe. It's time to carpe that fucking DM, and you and the universe are in a tree. KISSING. I love that. Rooted to a tree. Was that one a plant? Exactly. You know what that is? Aspens, right? All right. Yeah. Sushi with Tom. I'm loving it. Okay. So first up is Anna, then Sky, and then Janine. Boop. Anna. You lead your best fucking life ever. Look at the astronaut with the little colors coming out of his head or the little designs. I love how they did black and white cards on this. All right, Anna. While you should always live your best life, what happens if you lead others to discover their best lives too? Light that candle. Doesn't take away from your candle. I made that. I didn't make that up. I just said it. Your energies and positive momentum combine into abundance tornadoes, ripping through and destroying Depression Avenue, Resistance City, and the almighty United Procrastinations. Man, I feel seen. Doing what you love births the divine through you, and helping others discover what they love births divinity throughout the galaxy. Generosity always shakes the tree of prosperity. You are born to lead the way. Anna, that's you. And all y'all too, not just Anna, but Anna channeled that for you. Whoop. Man, that was good. Grab the fish. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, good. Yes, see? Didn't take away from you. Jeff says, what would it mean if we discovered that each moment of our lives is part of an ongoing conversation, a dialogue with the universe? Ooh, that looks fancy. I can't wait to. Oh, that's going to be good. I want to see what that's all about. I love that. That sounds like a blue pill, red pill moment. All right, this is for Sky. As my lighthouse shimmers for others, it lights my own way too. We got a theme going on tonight, people. They were all connected, right? Even to the assholes. You know what I mean. All right, good. I'm glad you're digging this one. Of comets and stardust and moonlight symphonies, your glow is a lighthouse for all the ships lost at sea. By creatively and passionately embracing your hero's journey, your energy becomes an alluring guide light to others who may feel broken or hopeless. Keep sharing connection and offering your vulnerable wisdom. As your lighthouse shimmers for others, it lights your own way too. Sky, SKYE. That's you, boo. That's you. Shimmy while you shimmer, says Ammon. Yes, 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 yes. I love that. Good. Honey, that's you. All right. And now we have Miss Janine. Janine. All right, baby girl. My truth is pure as I react, is as pure as I react, and I react with benevolence. Woo! All right. It's tough, but being nice to all humans, creatures, and aliens is the honorable play, even if a meanie weenie is slandering, criticizing, or giving you a swirly. What's a swirly? Is that the ear thing? You don't know what kind of stink a meanie has been subjected to, whether it be emotional trauma or literal shit in their pants. Reacting to meanies by being a meanie. Is this for me? Janine, did you pull this for me? Son of a bitch. Not you. Because I feel a little too seen on this. Reacting to meanies by being a meanie is only a win for Team Meanie. Instead, smile and radiate kindness towards the troubled soul. Your truth is as pure as how you react. Lead by example and with benevolence. It gives permission to the meanie to heal. Holy crap. I know, sis, it's for both of us. It's not saying we're like that. It's saying we need to be like this. Honey, you know what it is? You and I, Janine specifically, no, that's a wet willy. So what's a fucking swirly then? Somebody look that up for me. But thank you, Jeff. That is a wet willy. Maybe it's also called a swirly in some part of the world. Janine, here's the deal. You and I are two women in very, very male dominated worlds. Let's face it, everything is a male dominated world. I ain't mad at it. I'm just saying what it really is. So, in a lot of ways, we've adapted by being a what the fuck did you just say kind of person. And we can still say that, but we can also send good energy. That's my take on it. What say you, Boo? Oh, I will. I will. I will. Yeah, it's Rage Create. If you just do at Rage Create, I might have some of these, but yeah, just do at Rage Create. Oh dear. Oh dear. This is a swirly. I don't know if I could be nice if I got a swirly, especially if it had not been flushed. A swirly is a form of torture or punishment in which the victim is held upside down over a toilet with his head in the toilet bowl while it's flushed. Well, at least it's being flushed, as long as I don't get like hit in the eye with a turd. No, thank you. Look up Kate Hudson Vivo Cinema Italiano. Costumes were crafted with Swarovski crystals. Ooh, okay. Post a link, Bo. That sounds amazing. Okay, I'm going to do one more for the group to turn this out. And then I'm going to bong breathe. I'm going to get the fuck out of here. Right? Because it's a beautiful sunset. The sun is setting earlier and earlier each day. Can somebody figure out for me? Em, and I bet you can. So, what's the deal with the moon? I love him, her so much, but I love how so she set really early the other morning, and then this morning she was still up at like 8 and 9 o'clock. She was still out, and so I think she just like does this all over. Like she's just I know she rotates around us, but I just love how random she is. I really do. The full moon was amazing the other day. I mean, I know she sets up our cycles. She sets up the moon or sets up the waves, the way. I love it. What's up with the moon? That's my question. On that note, I accept love and I release my pain. I'm assuming that cactus has something to do with it. But look at that little flower. How cute. Um, she says, I tried the Vivo. Sharing was hard to figure out on my phone. No worries, babe. All right. As long as nobody gets a swirly. No, nobody wants a swirly. Is that some kind of like military thing? All right. Accept love and release my pain, like slipping and scraping your knee, splintering your hand on a tree, facing your trauma within, or parting ways with your boo. Sometimes the irritation and despair you feel only means healing is on its way. When you fully feel and welcome your pain rather than suppress it, you give it permission to cycle and release. Better, stronger, happier, sexier. Look at the little band-aid. I love that. I think that's a lot of what Drew is talking about in the book as well. With when you're doing that 7% slower, you literally are taking the time to slow down because we're so busy. And a lot of times, the reason why we don't do that is there's too much pain that comes in and too many things we don't really want to think about. So, a little bit of slowing down, a little bit of taking it in. Again, when you fully feel and welcome your pain, I'm not saying invite pain in or do shit to bring more pain. Don't get crazy. But when you welcome your pain rather than suppress it, you give it permission to cycle and release. On that note, yeah, it did happen in the military. I knew it. I knew it. Ugh, can't even. Rewiring our brain. That's right. Honestly, yeah, you guys please order that book or get the audio. I ordered the Kindle. I get no take on this. I don't get any cut of it. I just really think it's helpful for all of us with the 7% slower. All right. I think Ammon's going to take us out with this really good info. What I love about the lunar cycles, thank you, is that they are not random at all, perfectly predictable for centuries in advance. Yet, see, they do. I thought about this morning. I thought the exact same thing. I was driving to an appointment and I saw the moon setting over the mountains, but at least 2 hours later than the day before. And I thought, that's random. What is it doing? Like all over the place. But it does this. I know it does the same thing every month. Yet it surprises and delights me. The perfect example of serendipity being something we do and that fate can often feel utterly random. I don't think I can top that. So I'm going to bong breathe. God, that was good. Thank you. That's exactly what I was thinking. I'm going to bong breathe and then I'm going to get out of here. And I will take pictures and post them as well. Anna's right. God appoints, right? And God can be whatever higher power you like. Your own personal Jesus. You know? Who sang Your Own Personal Jesus? Depeche Mode. They called it. They called it 3 decades ago. Your Own Personal Jesus. Exactly. You are awesome too. Let's bong breathe together. Let's close this out. Let's close the circle. Ready? Really deep. Tits up. Everybody. Thank you, Emin. Yeah, Depeche Mode. One more, and then we're going to go. All the way in there. All right. I love you guys. She does too. You love everybody? Ooh, I just put a big lip mark on her. I will see you next week. Thanks, guys. Bye.